Okay, today we are taking a big birch log. Imagine this is 4 feet long, and I've got 2 pieces of them. I'm going to use my chainsaw and process them into blanks. These will be round blanks. This is like a little platter blank, and this is a great big bowl blank. And I'll end up with 5 big bowl blanks like this, and we'll show some techniques and the way I cut it and processed it. So if you're interested in that, stick around. Okay, this is the result of cutting up one of those pieces of birch we were just talking about. So I cut about 6 inches off the end of it because of all these cracks, because it's been deadfall standing for, I don't know, a couple of years. And we have a couple of nice pieces that have some spalting in them. I'm going to cut it this way into half the bowl blanks, which I'll actually cut this way because I go against a single piece of grain. If you cut it this way, you go against multiple pieces of grain. And if it's tall enough, I'll just do it on the bandsaw. And then we're going to put circle template on it and hog it out into some bowl blanks. So let's get that one piece. And here's another. I haven't cut birch before, but the logs feel heavy, but I suspect the grain is going to be light and the bowl is going to be really light when we get done. But it's going to be worth playing with. So if you're interested in making some bowl blanks, stick around. Thanks for watching. Alright, here you can see how I'm cutting this in half on my bandsaw. If you don't have a bandsaw this big, you can clearly use a chainsaw or an axe. I don't know, use whatever you want. But I don't do that. See? So, cutting stuff on a bandsaw is really scary. Don't do this at home. Alright, we'll take 2. I was going to cut this on the bandsaw. I cut it about 1 inch. It bound up on the bandsaw and I could barely get it off the bandsaw. So don't try that at home. That did not work for me. So off to the chainsaw we go. Okay, here's my setup for my chainsaw. And I'm going to just cut that right down the middle. Warning, don't use your chainsaw unless you have Kevlar steel-toed boots, Kevlar pants, a safety shield, make sure no small animals are healed. Don't do it on Sunday, don't do it at night, and it's probably best because chainsaws are so dangerous that you just have your friend do it. So, we'll cut this and be done in a minute. Okay, that was pretty cool. I just cut this right down the middle, and this big outer layer of bark peeled right off. And some of the cambium layer is going to peel off. I chose to cut it right straight down the pith, and then I'm going to turn it and turn down from the pith right away, so I didn't need to, you know, in some cases you would cut an inch away from the pith and then get a quarter sawn piece. I didn't do that. I just cut this in half and away it went. So, let's do the next one. So, people often ask me, well, actually nobody's ever asked me what I do with all the extra sawdust and wood chips that I make when I turn. I put them in a bucket and put them in my chicken coop. So, if you don't have a chicken coop, then I guess you can put them in your neighbor's chicken coop. But makes great bedding for chickens. Okay, let's talk about this log. It is part of the same tree. It is about 6.5 inches in diameter. I'd get small bowls out of it. I think I want to process it for more little pieces, little round pieces. So first thing I'm going to do is try and get rid of these cracks. Cut out a section here, and then just split this section in half because it's got some cracks in it, but it's also going to have some crazy grain here the way it kind of grew. So let's give that a try. Okay, this was pretty cool. I cut the end off it, and this end still has a little bit of a crack in it after cutting 2 discs off the end, but the grain is really cool looking. Look at all that spalting. So then I realized the pith was clear over here to the side, so I cut it in an oblong piece, and then I'm going to cut this in half and make two 8-inch long rounds out of this for snowmen or lidded boxes or something. This, I don't know. It's pretty cool looking, but it would just be, I think I got rid of the pith, but it would just be a flat shallow plate, so maybe we'll make a shallow plate blank out of that. But there's colors and spalting and all kinds of cool stuff going on in this. So as far as free goes, so far I'm getting my money out of it. And then this thing, kind of the same idea. Let's just cut that off down through the pith. See what we get. Alright, so check out what we've got. It's a bit of a tangent from where we started, but that works. So I had these two pieces. They were stuck together basically like that. The pith was in the board right here, so I cut off just a tiny piece and left two nice spalted cylinders. There's a tiny crack in one end, but I think I'll try and just turn that out or be able to use this for multiple things. And this one looks pretty good without a crack. And then these two halves, a little odd shape, but you know, Kona dog doesn't care. And I'm going to rough these down, maybe core them out. Let's just see how it goes. But with that little short, two like 4-foot pieces of log, about 12 inches in diameter, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 nice bowl blanks, a little plate platter blank, and 2 round blanks that'll work great for lidded boxes and little bowls, or probably lidded boxes, and or maybe my snowman. So that was pretty cool, and I just able to cut that out quick with the chainsaw. I had quite a bit of loss, like this is lost where it's been cracked, but that's okay. Alright, well, that's a wrap. This is what I've got left. I've even processed a few of these into bowl blanks, which will be my next video. So thanks for watching. Like, share, subscribe, tell your mom, and come back soon. So people often ask me, well actually nobody's ever asked me,